Baltimore crowd, they're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Minshew, 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
For James O'Shaughnessy.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that is incomplete here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun is Minshew. Able to complete this to Shenault. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
13 yards.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first carry now for Thompson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Hand off to Thompson, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
1st down, Jaguars.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They give it here to Thompson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now Minshew. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Running it with Armstead. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raquel Armstead, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Minshew sets to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Minshew throwing on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And it's Washington out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and
2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
The tackle made by...
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
18-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Anthony Harris.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy.
Minshew's
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Jenkins.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the left side. Thompson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Eric Berry.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third down, Thompson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Ready? 30 base.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 18, Gator. Hey, Charlie. No, check that. We want Mike Houston 2 right here.
Here's Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here we go. Set. 60 on.
Throwing on first down is Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Thompson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys over.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Jaguars 13, Ravens 3.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's a give to Dobbins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Jaguars 13, Ravens 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins, and he'll be taken down at the 34. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. It's Thompson.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. On 2nd down, Armstead. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Touchdown,
Raquel Armstead. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Is good.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Raven. First and 10 at the.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Thompson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
21.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Gain of 15.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Thompson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Campbell on the stop.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Queen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 44, Mike, 44. Switch.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson, and he'll find Hall. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? From the gun, Jackson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A 2-yard gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
At the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll turn to Thompson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, Ravens 13.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
On the throwaway.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Thompson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They go with Thompson again. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They run with Thompson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here we go. 50 points. You draw Corker. It's just me and you.
On the handoff, Armstead. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The Jaguar ball.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Thompson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So on the big tight end, Holden.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Again, a run with Thompson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hand off to Thompson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Josh Lambo lining
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Number 9.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
For number 17.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Ball carrier.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
A gain of 30. First down, Jacksonville.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And they take a knee. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
At the 47-yard line.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.